Hi there guys, it's been a while since we've posted something on YouTube, but today I thought I'd give you a little update as to what's been going on here at the Sullivan Family home. Well, today is a busy day. We have a local wood chopper guy who's here cutting wood for us. We don't have a wood cutting machine as yet. We would like to get one, but we don't have one at the moment. So he charges a small fee per hour to come and cut wood that you may have, and we get our wood free from a friend from church who is a tree surgeon. He dumps quite a lot of tonnage of wood at our property, but it's way too much for us to be able to process by ourselves. So we have a gentleman here who's cutting the wood for us. So I'm going to film a little bit of what he's doing, and then you'll be able to see what's going on. Plus, we've got Robert out, and he's stringing and pruning tomatoes. We have a tunnel full of tomatoes, which are green at the moment, but they will be ripening soon. Our aubergines are coming up, the peppers are coming up. The garden is really, really weedy, so today the children are actually helping us de-stone and de-weed the field. When you start growing on a new piece of land, you're always going to find the first few years incredibly weedy. But as you continue to grow year after year, the weed pressure will become less and less as the years go by. And it's funny, we saw a farm that we like to look at on Instagram, on social media, and on YouTube, called Never Sink Farms. They're in New York, and well, New York, not New York, but they're in rural New York. And he said the same thing. He said when he first started out so many years ago, he said he was harvesting amongst weeds. He'd literally be going through the weeds trying to find the produce, and that seems to be our plight right now. So you'll get to see a little bit of our weed pressure. So I'll film a little bit of that. So let's go and see what's going on outside. The shed behind him was actually full of wood, but he's processed it all. Okay, let's go down to the farm and see what's going on down there. So in here we have growing many different types of tomatoes. As you can see, we have, it looks like we're growing flies as well. Let me show you. They kind of get caught in here, and we need to get some fly tape, so we don't want them to spread disease in here. But these are our tomato plants. More coming. So we use a technique which is called hard pruning, and I'll get Robert to explain that to you in a second. We also have aubergines growing. As you can see here, so aubergines. You can see they're beginning to flower there. I think this one got eaten, unfortunately. And then we have peppers. There's another one that's growing. Another peppers. The peppers are alongside the aubergines. No tomatoes. Okay, Robert. We want you to share with our viewers what hard pruning is.
Hard pruning?
Hard pruning. It's like you're in a jungle here. Hard pruning, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just stringing these ones at the moment.
How do you string?
Yeah. Put a piece of bamboo cane, attach a string to the bottom of it, and then twist it round the plant pieces, and then string it to the top, to an anchor point up here. Put a knot that can be easily undone if we need to move it. Actually, do that one a little bit tighter. Yeah, and then continue to wind around the string around the plant so that it's it will grow up.
Okay.
Yeah, God willing, these should reach the top here, and then we pinch out the top so that they stop growing and they just continue fruiting. That's why there's lots of fruit.
And can you do that to all tomato plants?
Just the indeterminate ones. Indeterminate means they just keep climbing, and these are determinate, which are bush type. So
what do we have here?
This is subarctic plenty, as you can see. So nice big fruits.
It's an heirloom variety.
Yeah.
It's an organic and it's a beef style.
Yeah. So they're just starting. We should have those very soon. But you don't need to stake the bush type. Well, you could.
You could put a bamboo.
You could just put a bamboo. We haven't as yet, but we may do.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we're just concerned with staking these ones up. Just making sure that they're... So part of the pruning is taking out the suckers.
Can you show us
These are the suckers. This is a sucker here.
Why is that a sucker and not the other one?
A sucker is off of the main stem that goes out. You have a side shoot, which is fine, and in between the side shoot and the main stem, you have this little thing called a sucker, which you just take off.
And do you know why? Why do we have to take those off?
It helps the plant to keep going up.
Oh.
Otherwise, where the suckers are, they'll start going outwards.
Okay.
And we want all the power to go up. The more it goes up, the more fruit sets. As you can see, there's lots of fruit sets on here.
Yeah, it looks like there's more coming here.
Yeah, that's right.
Some here.
Yeah, there's about 3 or 4 different fruit sets. So we just want these plants to keep going up.
Okay, and so hard pruning, what do we do at the base of the plant?
Yeah, I haven't really done too much hard pruning as yet. Yeah, hard pruning is where really from the ground upwards you start removing foliage, like leaves, for example, like this one here. Yeah, and it just lets in more light to the base of the plants, because at the base this is where the fruits are. You see, so we don't want like this one here, for example,
shadowed.
Yeah, so that could be, let's just get in there, that could be hard pruned. So we just leave it bare.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're taking off quite a lot of plant, but it's just to reveal the fruit sets, so that it gives them more space.
Helps them to ripen.
Yeah, let them do what they need to do. You know.
And I also understand that it helps
airflow.
helps to keep viruses down because there's more airflow.
Yeah, because obviously these leaves are quite big, and they're taking up a lot of space. So we just, like even that can be removed, to be honest. Yeah, so that frees up quite a lot of space for the air to flow, and and we just keep removing. See, there's another sucker here.
Let me see.
Main stem.
Hold on, let me get a good focus. Oh yeah.
Main stem, side branch, in the middle is a sap. That gets removed.
Okay. So what else do you do to care for the tomatoes?
Well, apart from staking them, winding them up, and watering, feeding.
What do you feed them with?
Some sort of fertilizer mix that's organic and veganic. It's just made of like seaweed, majority seaweed, and plant extracts. Yeah. I don't have any here, actually.
It's not here?
Yeah, we have some.
It's upside down, but 444, 100% plant-based.
Plus we've got another seaweed mix.
A seaweed mix, okay.
So some of the fruits, they're getting a nice size.
So what do we have growing? What do you have growing in the tunnel?
We have, some of them are changing colour, you know. I can
Yeah.
see them getting red.
Starting to look a bit orange.
Yeah. Well, we have the heirloom subarctic plenty, which is like a beefsteak. Sun gold, which is a normal sized tomato, but it's more orange. Sun gold. We've also got Moneymaker and Moneymaker, that's a normal sized tomato, red, and Sweet Million, which is a cherry tomato. And then we've got some stripy ones. What are they called?
Red zebra.
Red zebra,
And
green zebra. Yeah. And San Marzano.
San Marzano for your
Plum
pasta
tomato.
sauces.
Yeah. So you can see some of the, which are these? I can't remember which one those are. We'll keep moving on. Yeah. So these are, what are these?
That looks like green or red zebra. Stripy.
Very unique.
So if there were any growers out there, what would you say the density is for the tomatoes in this tunnel?
Well, this is the first time we've grown tomatoes, so I wouldn't want to tell people what to do, but what we've done is in a 30-inch bed, we've got 2 rows of tomatoes. I think they're 10-inch spaces off centre, and it's quite tight. Maybe we could have gone with 12, maybe we could have gone with 15. I don't know.
Would you change that next year?
No. But I'm just saying, for other people, they may want to space it out a bit. But it is tight. But we'll see. As the fruit is in full swing, we'll know if it was too tight or not. So far, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, down here I saw these ones and I thought, oh, maybe these are the San Marzano. See?
Oh yes. It likely is. It's a San Marzano. That's plum. San Marzano. We were looking for our San Marzano
But they're not big.
tomatoes. They're plum, like
Plum
Italian
tomatoes.
type plum tomato. Yeah, be careful where you're putting your feet because there's peppers growing there.
Yeah, so at least they're coming along.
Yeah.
But there's only, just a handful.
Yeah.
But it's fine. At least we'll know all of this for next year.
Yeah.
There's a big tomato, a giant big.
Walk carefully.
You see the wind is plants are taller than Lily.
Let's see.
Look.
Well, Lily, the plants are taller than you. Be careful because there's some tomatoes growing right on the corner there, and I've noticed some of them have been knocked off. See here,
Yeah.
a lot of them have been knocked off.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, this one's actually
turning
taller
point.
than me.
That's
Turning
right.
point, yeah. We need to remember that for next time. Okay, come out now then. We have some cabbage growing as well. We had a little bit of a fight with the rabbits this year because the rabbits wanted, well, they ate quite a lot of our cabbage plants. But by the grace of God, we actually have many that have come back. Also collards. We have collard greens that are growing, but as you can see the caterpillars look like they've been also having a feast. So when we put our veg boxes together, we just pick the best leaves that we can find. And then the rabbits were also at our, as you can see, the rabbits were at our Toscana black kale. But once again, they're coming back. So we're pleased that they're coming back. We're able to harvest for our boxes, harvest the best leaves, yeah. And then we have, this is Siberian kale. These ones are really nice. We have a lot of our plots under plastic. The plastic we keep there just to encourage the microorganism growth, worm activity, and to keep the weeds from growing on the beds that we want to plant into. And we still have a few things that we want to put in for winter. Okay, we also have a fair amount of courgette plants that are growing. I didn't think we were going to get courgettes this year because, as you remember, I think we posted something before where the mice, the field mice, had got into our tunnel around the time of seeding and ate all of the trays of courgette seeds. But we reseeded them. We reseeded them and we put them out really late. And it looks as if we may just get some courgettes this year. In fact, if we are careful, we may be able to see some actual courgettes growing. Let's see if I can find some. Where did we see them? They must be at the top. So here we have courgettes. All of them are green courgettes, but we also have one yellow. For some reason, the yellow just didn't come up. They all just molded in the trays, which is very strange. So, oh, there's a courgette. There's a courgette. Been eaten. Be careful where you put your feet.
Mommy, where the flowers are on the melons is about where the
melons are going to be. Yep.
Because there's millions of flowers.
Yeah.
Not millions, but
there's lots.
Flowers.
And in here, this is like a little incubator. This is full of melons. These are melon plants. These are ananas, and we've noticed that they have a lot of flowers on them. I think we might need to open them up so that the bees can come and pollinate. So that's it from us here at the Sully family home. If you like what you saw and you want to keep in contact with us, then hit the subscribe button, don't forget to like, and we'd love to hear from you, so don't forget to leave a comment as well. Speak to you soon.